Guess what? I don't think I've written with a Bic pen in a long time. They're they're the universal brand. They're the Walmart of pens, and that's not a negative at all because I think Walmart's great. I got my pens and a lot of stuff from Walmart, but like they're universal. They're all around. So I'm gonna look at some more pens today. They're Bic pens. Gelocity or Gelocity or Gelocity. It's a new look. But these are some stylo pens that I saw. Apparently, it dries 3 times faster than versus the original blue, black, and red. Well, we'll see about this. Comes in 6 colors: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and apparently its smoothness is off the charts. I don't know where you're getting this rating from, where the smoothness is off the charts, but it's probably rated really high for smoothness. So, as always, I'm going to open these up, see how they feel, see how they look, see who these are for. I can already tell you these are pure people, elementary, junior high, and high school. My goodness, why would anybody older want to use these? Not saying they're bad or anything, but let's take a look at these. All right, so let's get the camera to focus in on what it wants to say. Bic Gelocity. Dries 3 times faster, super smooth writing experience, comfortable full grip barrel, and of course we got French and Spanish. So they're basing again this how much faster it dries over their own ink pens. I don't think that's fair to say. That's not a fair thing to judge because that is a different type of ink. This is gel ink. So nonetheless, here is the knife of truth and justice. Here we go. So out of all the colors, the one I think that grabs me the most is this orange. I've never seen really an orange ink pen like this. I assume it's going to write yellow, but these feel like mechanical pens that you're going to write with. And wow, I'm not going to lie. Just holding it like this is actually a pretty good feel. This one actually reminds me of, what is that? That orange sherbet? Orange strawberry? That sorbet stuff? That orange swirl? This grip here, I want to say it's ergonomical, but it actually is. When I put it between my fingers like this, I'm gripping actually pretty tough. Actually feels good. Of course, it's not going to be refillable, but it's your standard. Oh, you know what? I lied. This could be refillable. But then you got to think to yourself, you really want to refill to use this thing again? This is obviously going to get very dirty and cut over use, over time. Pink one, again, reminds me of ice cream. Of course, we have our Bic logo here, and its mechanicalness, of course, with the little balls on the bottom. This one, this is standard. I feel this one's probably going to write the best out of them all, but here's our nice green one. Nothing super special. I think these will be for hobbyists if they want to try different colorings and stuff, but this blue one, super standard. These two, only ones I can recommend in a real use world scenario and stuff, right? Now that we have this in focus, and all these, let's get the book. All right. Let's start with this orange one. Is my Bic Gel O City pen. You know what? It actually has a good weight. And yeah, you can actually feel an indent on here. I guess because of the way these things are indented, and I just want to keep my finger on it. This actually feels good. Gelocity pen. This color is orange. Orange sorbet. I do enjoy it very much. Yeah, you know what? Writing with this it feels familiar. And the reason why I say it feels familiar is because we've all grown up writing with Bic pens. So there's some comfort in that. It feels very familiar. Am I spelling familiar right? And I have no issue with that. I really don't. This one actually writes pretty dark for a purple. Yeah, I'd say this purple matches the color of this tip right here. The green one, that's more like lime. Let's take a look at it. Green is like lime, and I like lime a lot. Would you look at that? Lime pen. I feel when I start to color with it, this isn't going to be the best one to use. But again, let's see how this pink one comes out. You know, when I was a child writing with a lot of these, as a child, I would I'd spend the time to alternate colors and to alternate. I think the reason I would spend time to alternate, whoops, little camera shake here. Just doing microphone adjusting. There we go, doing microphone adjusting. I would spend the time to alternate. And alternate, I would. You know, okay, so the story I was running off topic. You know, when you're a child, you would like write sentences and then change the colors because it's back to school and you would think that's really cool. As an adult, I was like, man, that's a waste of time. But remember, you're a child. Things were simpler back then. But then again, I didn't have iPhones or even a computer. My first computer I got was in grade 8. It was a Xenix, a Canadian company, because I'm Canadian. It was a Pentium 133. Had a whole 2 gigabytes of hard drive space. I think it had 64 megs of RAM. I think it was 64 megs of RAM, and had a 33.6 modem. 33.6 modem. And gosh, this like I can't get enough about how familiar of a feel this is to have in your hands. It just kind of takes you back, if that's the word you want to use. I guess, yeah. This kind of just takes me back on how I've been using it. So let's actually get into color. Oh, we've got the black one here. Black's gonna write black, and nothing. I'll always say nothing will beat Tool's ink ones. Nothing will beat Tool gel ink. Huh, you know what? I don't know. They're all manufactured the same. I don't know why this black one feels weird, but yeah, this black one feels odd. This one feels odd. it just feels odd. Like, weird. So, hey, let's get to coloring. First one's first is this green one, because I know this is going to overlap. And, as always, we're going to do the mighty box to color in. And we're just going to start where you can actually see it. Yeah, well, these, I guess, I can't repeat enough. This just feels familiar. When I'm looking at how it writes and how it just rolls, it's like it's bringing me back to as a child when you had those old black, red, and blue Bic pens. And this is exactly how it feels on my paper when I'm coloring with it, right? Like it's certainly not the smoothest. Even for it's a .7 tip, it's not the smoothest. It's not the roughest. I guess is this baby bear porridge where it's just right? No, it still has its shortcomings. Like you see, if the more faster I go, yeah, the ink starts to look much heavier. But then again, I'm probably cross hatching a little bit too much. So altogether, the purple one. The purple ones. Whenever you're looking at pens, you can always tell how heavy the ink is when you start to write with a darker color, because then you can see how much the paper is actually lifting up. But you know what? Wow, the paper actually isn't lifting up that much. And let's actually see how much it works in terms of writing with... Whoops, whoops, whoops. Uh-oh, making a mistake. Making a mistake. Hold on. There we go. Now we got it. Is that better? Okay, as I was saying. Yeah, this actually dries pretty fast the more I look at it. Look, so if I'm, yeah. All in all, these actually just feel like familiar general pens. So these ones I would recommend for everyday use. For kids that are in middle school, absolutely. As an adult, absolutely not. But come on, you know what I was going to say with these type of color pens. Their build and look is actually pretty solid, pretty cool. I wouldn't want to use this on any type of pressed paper where it makes copies though. But those are the new Gelocity pens. I'm going to call it Gelocity. I feel that's what they wanted me to name it.